call her loyal. Yahweh, Wah, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostle elders in New York, GMS. And salutations to Yahweh in the world. Let's teach the truth. My name is Maya Allah Bungada, which is a branch of Great Millstone. So I analyze this guy's search for Yahuwah. Right, so we've been a long time scoffer of the truth. Right, so let me get this scripture before I start. All right, this guy's a scoffer. He walking his own lust. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3, knowing this first, that there shall come the last days, scoffers walking out their own lust. All right, but on a higher level, the Most High don't want this guy, man. All right, Matthew 10 and 13. All right. It says right here, let me see, man, Matthew 13 and 10, it's a lot getting mixed up. All right, Matthew 13 and 10. All right, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou them in parable? He answered and said unto him, because it is given unto you to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it's not given. All right, so this guy is not really, on the high level, not this guy meant to get it, man. All right, so that's good. First of all, we're not black, man. Our skin is brown. All right, you see the brother right here, his beard is black. All right, brother to the left, his skin is brown. All right, but he want us to not to claim Israel. But he want us, but he using terms and everything to describe us. Idumea terms that Idumeans gave us to strip away from our nationality and our heritage. All right, and most likely he doing it on purpose, just to get at us. All right, but anyway.
In America, they were the real. They are the real Native Americans. And so what? So you know what? This military, this infrastructure, we're just going to just give it back to the real black Native Americans who are here before us white people. And we're just going to head back to Europe. That's what these folks really think. That's what they really think. They just want to attach themselves to America. They want to attach themselves to Israel because what does Israel and America represent? They're the two most powerful so-called nations on the planet.
All right, America would be nothing without the Israelites, so-called Negro Latinos in Native America. When you think about America, you see what? You see Jake. You see jazz, blues, rock and roll, etc., man. All right. And, with Issachar, man. Okay, country Issachar, also the music genre. Right? The food industry and stuff. All right, you go to the movies, you get the popcorn, you got the nacho chips or tortilla chips. All right, all the Tex-Mex food culture. All that stems from Issachar. All right, chocolate, the candy and stuff. Chocolate's a big industry, man. Right, chocolate is discovered over here. All right, you won't ever look at the Avengers movie in color. It one for Issachar, right? Down there in Mexico, so-called Patsy invented the color picture tube, the stoplight, the gas, all that stuff in about Jake, man. Air conditioning stuff, man. Macaroni, all this stuff brought here, man. All right, all the foods and stuff, man. All right, so anyway, let's continue. All right, so yeah, so
they are the two most so-called nations on the planet. So they want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of the so-called winning team.
no, we don't. There's many videos of us condemning Babylon, aka Egypt, aka America, and also those people in that confinement area with the minute caps. All right. But anyway, let's look at this from the book, The Color of the Jews. It says, but the story of African American Jews, this is the book, The Color of Jews, page 46. But the story of African American Jews, I'm talking about the tribe of Judah, right? Nobody's African American, two different continents. But anyway, did not begin yesterday or even in the 1960s. In 1896, this is before 1948, before the state of Israel was created. All right, so how are we attaching ourselves? We existed before the state of Israel was created. Right? It said in Lawrence, Kansas, William S. Crowdy founded the Church of God and Saints of Christ, preaching a heterodox version of Judaism. No such thing as Judaism. It's the law, statutes, commandments, based upon the assertion that the black people were descended from the 10 lost tribes of Israel. By 1931, there are records. This is the key years: 1919 and 1931, before 1948, before the state is correct. There are records at least 8 black Jewish cults, is what they call cults, that originated in Harlem. Cult means to worship, man. All right, this guy don't know what he talking about. All right, so we existed before the state of Israel even created, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me go right. It says the Israelite Board of Rabbis identifies 6-member congregation, but additional black Jewish congregations worship all over the United States, in Africa, North Africa, Ethiopia, Uganda, Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya all have Jewish communities, some ancient, some newer, but with ancient heritage. It says in 2006, Nigeria alone had at least 30 congregations. What are you talking about, man? All right, you talking out of side your neck. Let's get it.
That's what this is about. They really believe that if they claim this so-called Hebrew heritage, this so-called Native American Indian heritage, that one day...
Hold on. You said Native Americans, you talking about the tribe of Gad, because there are Jakes who paternal roots go back to the so-called Native American. Now you have some bugged out Jakes, they mix our doctrine, because we descend from West School with the Aboriginal movement. All right, and they cause some confusion and stuff. Those not real Israelites, man. They ain't come through, especially the school, through Great Millstone. All right, they phonies, man. All right, but anyway, this is from the book, I believe, Black Slave Narratives, page 26. All right, let me see. My mammy was a white woman. Her daddy and mammy were poor folks. They took sick and died and left her a little baby. Old man Snell back in Missouri took her and put her in the yard with the other children. She was given to a charge of a black slave, raised as a Snell slave. When she was about 14, Mark Snell, he married her to a full-blood Indian that he had on a place named Ephraim Snell. He was Mark Snell's slave name. He's a Mark Snell slave name as the Negroes, but I never knew how or why. But now to tell about my mammy, the old man Snell told. All right, so you right here. All right, her name is Della Bibles. All right, they said right here in the parenthesis, Mrs. Monroe Munn, October 1937. All right. Let's see. This the source: West Historical Manuscripts Collection, University of Missouri, Columbia, Missouri. All right, but this happened in Waco, Texas. All right, so right here, man, this had a lot of people they so-called Native American. Why? Because their fathers' roots go back to some of their fathers' roots go back to paternally to a so-called Native American man. All right, they're Gaudites. You got Gaudites among us, man. All right, nobody's fronting anything. All right, we can come back with part 2.